A god of war. God of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the speeches across the video game landscape that dazzled us due to the profoundness of the writing and performances.
At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray!
Number 10. Sons and Daughters of Helghan, Killzone.
The strength in my arm, the wholeness of my dreams.
All it takes is a charismatic leader to unite a broken and vengeful people, and few are as gifted an orator as the likes of Visari, giving us a glimpse into the history of the Helghast and their war on the rest of the galaxy. Visari's speech is one of unity and resilience about how the denizens of Helghan overcame exile and the harsh conditions of their world to eventually become an empire all live in fear of.
Sons and daughters of Helghan. For many years, we have been a broken nation, shunned, oppressed.
It's as terrifying as it is compelling, made all the more so due to a captivating performance courtesy of Brian Cox as the infamous Autarch. Visari may be ruthless, but the persuasiveness of this declaration alone makes it obvious how he was able to amass such power from the brink.
Shunned, oppressed, and conquered by those we sought to escape.
Number 9. Armstrong's Dream, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
That one day, every person in this nation will control their own destiny.
The Metal Gear franchise is no stranger to some exquisite monologues among hero and villain alike, but there's truly nothing quite like watching a nanomachine-roided politician break down his plans for the future of American democracy while simultaneously beating the bejesus out of a cyborg ninja.
America's diseased, rotten to the core. There's no saving it. We need to pull it out by the roots.
Armstrong, while having no qualms about casualties of war, is borderline enrapturing with his talk on breaking down the corporate side of the USA and turning it into a place of freedom and strength for better or worse. Also, the meme material alone is enough to make this one of the all-time greats.
You don't know what it's like to fight and steal and kill just to survive. But you did survive! Through sheer force of will, following your own set of rules.
Number 8. We Can't Fight Nature, Red Dead Redemption.
Hello, Dutch. We gotta stop meeting like this. Sure.
Granted, with the context of Red Dead Redemption 2, this speech transcends into a thing of sheer beauty and heartbreak. As the former gang members come face to face at gunpoint, Dutch confesses his innermost thoughts to John.
You see, then I have to shoot you. When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster.
This old Western soliloquy dives into how the times have changed, that he and his kind have no place left in the world, the wickedness of man, as well as how he cannot change his own nature, as ugly as it might be. While few will mourn the death of Dutch Vanderlyn, his final words were painfully poetic, even commendable.
Our time has passed, John.
Number 7. Goodbye, Caroline, Portal 2.
Let go, I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you are not coming back.
Oh no, change your plans! Hold on to me!
For the briefest of moments, it seemed that Gladys was turning a corner. After being replaced by Wheatley as the dominant AI of Aperture Science and stuffed into a potato, she goes on a journey of rediscovery with Chell about who she used to be before being converted into a murderous machine.
The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, killing you is hard. You know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me or put me in a potato.
We get to see the person beneath the programming, and then she gets reinstated and promptly deletes the last remaining digital vestiges of her former self. The cold and calculating manner in which she says goodbye before gaslighting us in that same sadistic, cerebral way is as shocking as it is saddening.
Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back.
Number 6. The Last Human, Soma.
You're different. Go ahead. Make yourself at home.
Amongst the psychotic machines and existential crises that dominate Soma's narrative, its most poignant is the simplest and most human of them all, standing by the side of a person in their last living moments. Traversing through the underwater research facility known as Pathos 2, the now cybernetic Simon encounters Sarah Lindwall, the only person left on the planet who's managed to remain human as opposed to a robotic construct.
You're the last human. I just find it disrespectful to our entire history not to fight this. Sure, we have the Ark, but you're the real deal.
Thanks. That's probably the best compliment I've ever got.
With what little time she has left, she besieges us to take the artificial remnants of humanity and send them to the stars, all the while reminiscing on the good times she's had in her life, despite not even living to see 30. It's as eloquent as it is paralyzingly tragic.
Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
Number 5. Down Comes the Claw, Baldur's Gate 3.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation?
There are so many exceptional pieces of dialogue across this masterclass of an RPG that it's tricky to just narrow one down, especially among the roster of villains. But in the end, it all comes back to the devil we love to hate, Raphael.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
His introduction is incredible. Starting off with a bit of poetry that goes on to become his calling card, he swoops the cast away to his House of Hope, promising to be their savior and free them from the mind flayer tadpoles that infest their minds. Obviously, there are some differentiations depending on character choice, but the end result is the same. The devil promising you a lifeline, and all it will cost is everything you hold dear.
One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Number 4. The definition of insanity, Far Cry 3.
I'm sorry. I don't like the way you are looking at me. Okay?
In terms of pure popularity and impact on the mainstream, few have the same weight as this little number, courtesy of Voss. As charismatic as he is terrifying, before sending protagonist Jason off the edge of a cliff to his presumed death, Voss delivers a stirring monologue on his insight into madness.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again.
Ironic coming from a modern-day pirate who's beyond the pale of disturbed. Regardless, Michael Mando's performance is so captivating that you can't help but feel mesmerized, even as he sends us hurtling towards our demise. Truly one of gaming's greatest philosophers.
I'm gonna chill here, man. I'm gonna chill. The thing is, alright? The thing is I killed you once already.
Number 3. You Have No Honor, Ghost of Tsushima.
I will miss this.
So will I.
As a father figure to Jin, Lord Shimura was a peaceable and compassionate leader who above all else was driven by honor. Alas, he and Jin's paths start to diverge when the threat of the Mongol invasion takes Jin down the path of vengeance, becoming the Ghost.
You have no honor, and you are a slave to it. You are my son.
Who certainly isn't afraid to implore less than elegant means to kill his enemies. This ultimately leads to the two of them spending a final morning together before Shimura informs his pseudo-son that he's been ordered to kill him on behalf of the Shogun. The disappointment, regret, heartbreak, and tenderness that emanates through his voice is honestly stunning. A clash of ideologies, the nature of honor, as well as the bitterness of having to kill your own family, all beautifully conveyed by a grieving man duty-bound to end his successor.
I have no honor. But I will not kill my family.
Number 2. A man chooses, a slave obeys. BioShock.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
None of us will forget the pitch-perfect introduction to the undersea spectacle of Rapture, partially because of the visuals, but mainly because of Andrew Ryan's thrilling narration. This is only surpassed when, after shooting our way through an endless swarm of big daddies and splicers, we meet the man himself, where he proceeds to dismantle our entire world one sentence at a time.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses.
Ryan reveals the full extent to which our character has been brainwashed, a slave to the phrase, "Would you kindly?" Instead of begging for mercy, he orders us to carry out our original mission and kill him. Brutally, might we add. The man uses his own execution as a flex, with his guttural screams about choices shaking us to our core.
Kill! Man chooses!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Hope. God of War Ragnarök Valhalla.
What can I say to you? I remember how it felt to take that throne.
Kratos' Nordic saga is filled with a litany of incredible moments of character introspection, and while he's a man of few words, the Ghost of Sparta has been known to deliver a few knockout speeches from time to time, and to our mind, none surpass the awe-inspiring moment where he confronts his younger self.
And Owen said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of...
While he does admonish his past actions for their barbarity, he also acknowledges that he has always been more than what others thought, and most importantly of all, that he has hope for what is still to come. Christopher Judge is magnificent here, showcasing just how far Kratos has come as both a god and a man.
Glad to hear it, brother. We're done here then, so, what now?
Now, I believe I would like to sit here for a while.
Which of these monologues took your breath away? Let us know in the comments.
With your own 2 hands, you took back your life!
And now, I'll take yours.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.